running? All right. So I wanted to start today, this video, by first I want to cover some refactors I did off camera. I was just playing with the code and I really liked it. The first thing I did here is that I refactored a little bit because I was thinking about how I wanted to break things up a little more and to use transactions. Transactions are a way to make sure that if you're doing a lot of database stuff, the idea is that these are atomic. Everything inside this transaction block will run or it won't. So more stuff, right? So the idea here is that when you wrap things in this transaction block, the things in the block become atomic, meaning that everything in here has to work and not throw any errors. If not, then nothing will run. It's an all or nothing thing. So the idea here is like right here we're updating how much tax is generated, but the idea is that if we add more stuff, we want to make sure that like the population growth happens and everything gets into the database. Otherwise, nothing happens and it gets tossed to wherever. So what I did was that the maintenance tasks here, this method with the transaction block, is going to do all the stuff. And what I'm doing here is I'm breaking out each separate thing here into its own private method here. So we're doing that, right? That's that refactor. The next refactor I have is a scheduled maintenance job. I've made this so that we're using the find each method rather than using pluck. And the reason why is find each is kind of optimized to work in a way that is very database friendly so that we're not locking the database. So essentially, by using find each, we're going to grab 100 empires, and for each of those empires, we're going to create a maintenance job with that empire ID. And then for each one, if we have, it's going to rescue any kind of standard errors. And we'll it'll address the log that way. This feels like a little much now because I'm figuring like, so far our database writes are pretty quick because we only just have a couple empires, but like this is just, we're scaling, right? This lets us scale a little better. So that's the thing. Those are the two refactors I did. And so this one is going to be different in that we're going to write our query. I'm pretty sure I have, but I'm going to sync that up right now just to make sure. We're going to plan population growth. And so I'm going to start writing my query. Please look at the current state of the repository. We are going to start working on population growth. Population growth should happen during the regular nightly maintenance. Each system will grow its population based on what kind of system it is, and potentially modifiers based on what buildings it has. Potentially modifiers on what buildings it has and what technology has been researched. I want you to come up with a TDD plan, tests first, in order to implement this functionality. Please ask me questions one at a time to get all of the information you need in order to generate this plan and tests and code. Do not start without explicit. Do not start generating the plan until you have explicit permission to do so. Yep. Okay. Population growth should be percentage based and be influenced by buildings on in the system. Research bonuses. Tax rate. Forgot that. I want tax rate. The tax rates influence it. What is system tax rate? Oh, I gotta check out the system file. Yeah, we can add happiness later. System tax rate. It should never exceed the maximum population for the planet. System. I keep wanting to use the word planet, but I mean system. Yes. Different system types should have different base growth rates. What would you recommend for each type based on what you know of the types so far? Really good, really good. That's fucking fantastic. These values would be great. Oh man. Higher tax rates should definitely depress population growth. With what you know so far of game mechanics, what would you suggest? I think that it is reasonable to say that a high tax rate and other factors could cause negative population growth. Hmm. 20% tax rate. I think I would like there to be a bigger bonus for lower tax rates, and I want the penalty for higher tax rates to start earlier. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's great. I always like to say thank you to AI. I don't know, it just feels like trying to treat it like a, it's just how, just how I am. I say thank you. What are you thinking about now? Are other people using you AI this at late night here? We haven't built the building system yet. You know, I like to kind of use placeholders right now. Did I accidentally hit? Cool. Like with buildings. All right, that sounds good. I'll have that generate and we'll start doing the code. Let me ask, oh, actually, the population growth calculation. All right. Oh man, this is really good. Oh wow, these are good questions. 1, we should round down. 2, it should floor at 1. Systems should not be able to become completely abandoned. 3, population growth. So our taxes are based on population at the start or end of the cycle. Population growth should be calculated after taxes are generated. Right? I want to be a little more conservative. Anything else I want to think about? All right. So it's going to start generating some tests, and I'm going to start writing this code. We're going to do get checkout-b population growth. All right, that's on the right thing. our system spec. Cool. So I'm going to copy and paste some stuff here from that's generated. Cool. And then from here, tax growth modifier. Empire. Nope. You know what? I have a question right here. What is the difference between build and create? All the AI servers slow on this Sunday night? Man. Okay, good to know the difference. Build, testing validations, model methods, just one faster tests, okay. Empire tax rate 0, expect the modifier to be that. Empire tax rate is 20. We expect it to be 1.4-ish. It's great. Okay. So with an 80, it should be under around 0.4, negative 0.4% tax rate. Empire tax rate is 100. We expect the growth modifier to be that. Cool. Nope. No. Cool. Current population is 100. Terrestrial. I'm gonna leave some comments in these here, right? So essentially, with the 30% tax rate, should be 1.1, threshold 5, okay. Cool. Scribe. All right, so we're gonna grow population. It's gonna build an empire. Increases population based on calculated growth. So with a star system of current population of 100, max 200, it is going to calculate growth, return 10. Cool. We're stubbing that out. Cool. All right, so we'll do that. Next step, we're going to do the maintenance job tests. So we're going to user, yep. Star system terrestrial, cool. You know what? Do I have any services? How am I actually creating these? Okay, so I haven't created like, all right, that's fine. I thought that like my various system types would have like these, right? Those would be created, but I haven't created any kind of a system to, give it better different populations, but we'll handle that later. Back to our test. Process, I don't really care about that. Don't need that test. I don't need a test because it's got a little thing, right? Gross population. Cool. All right, let's do star system model. Nope. Right, those are the base growth rates, and we have a fallback just for funsies, right? And then we're going to have a tax growth modifier. And calculate the growth. base growth rate times cracks growth modifier. Okay. Base growth rate's there. Cool. Grow population. All right. Cool, and I think we'll have the opportunity to handle this as well. We'll refactor this later. So the maintenance job is going to change. It's going to be the same maintenance tasks. Not a fan of this. All right, that should be good. Uh-oh. So let's have us, let's do the thing. I have some failing tests. Can you help me fix them? All right, can you help me fix? So this is maintenance job spec. Okay. Make that change. We'll run this again. Cool. No, wait. Expect star system population one, star system one, expected received 0 times any arguments. Let's see here. I don't understand why we're not forcing a creation. It just feels like we're switching back and forth. And isn't this just the same thing that we just did? Message was received by see, that's the thing, right? Let's see here. Can you let's see if Warp is any smarter. mathing wrong? Change it to I. Interesting. This seems to make more sense that it's expecting any system instead of doing what we had before. So let us apply the changes. Oh, all the tests are passing now. God, why is it? It's so weird sometimes how it does this. All right, let's run the test again. Just to make sure they're all passing. Cool. All right, so I guess the thing I want to really work on now is that refactor. Right, and the refactor was the maintenance job here. In star system. Calculate growth, right? The growth is calculated growth. All I needed to do is to calculate the growth. So, if I'm calculating the growth, so what I'm going to do is instead of that, that makes me, I need to fix my tests then. I have to really redo all my tests in order to grow the population. Because ideally what I think I want to do is to have it kind of match this, right? Where it's like, instead of system grow population, we're doing a system dot update current population system dot new population, right? I kind of want to pull that out, but we'll leave it. We'll leave it as this. We'll leave it as this for now. Not happy about it. Not happy about it. So if you look at star system spec, population here, right? I'd have to rewrite these tests. I don't want to do that because it's a lot of rewriting. I'm getting kind of sleepy. Yeah, let's leave this as is for now. And We will rewrite the tests tomorrow. We'll do a big refactor tomorrow to kind of have that match a little better, and I'll be good. Cool. But anyway, thanks for watching, people. How long have we been at this for? 36 minutes. Not bad. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll do this refactor tomorrow. Bye-bye.